Hello everybody and welcome back to Watching Walford. It's another time to delve on the Reddit threads and to take a look at what people are currently getting rolled up about in this week's EastEnders. Now this week's EastEnders has been pretty rough to watch all in all. There's been one kind of thing that's made people a little bit not very happy about it. And I'll just expose one simple word: Gina. Now, why are people upset with Gina? Well, she's not just kicking Dean in the knob every time she sees him. It's more so she's tentatively listening, finds her like she kind of made friends with Jade, Dean's daughter, like it's kind of starting to see part of the softer parts ish of Dean that he's trying to kind of show off. And it's making people think that maybe she's gonna, as Gina being kind of named as a person who kind of, I'm not saying she wants to fix people, she's kind of comes from a broken place, kind of wants to help people out if they're down on their luck. But with helping out Jay when he was on drugs, with a previous boyfriend who went down drugs as well, she's kind of got a bit of like a I will fix them type deal. Obviously, nothing's been done yet, I'll say that much. Nothing's really been done, but it's implied that maybe she'll start to sympathise with him. What do you reckon as just a surface, immediate thing? What do you reckon about
the yeah, it would be interesting. I don't know what Gina would do. I feel like if we go back to a certain vintage person on this YouTube channel, and that is Leo Burton. No, it's not Leo Burton. Talking Walford has stated before that Dean will date Gina or Gina will date Dean.
Yeah.
So I think to steal from Talking Walford, yeah. So it might happen. Dean might manipulate her, and then Christmas Day he might, stick the odd fiddle in the drumstick, unconsensually, and try and
not the way I'd describe it personally. But yeah, fair enough.
Wanted to keep it as PG as possible.
Yeah, but it's just very weird way to say that, I guess. But fair enough. Yeah. Talking more for the difference they did is they thought that Dean would be brought in by being like an off-screen boyfriend of Gina and would come in at Christmas. Maybe she'd be like a +1. I don't think he said this, but maybe like as a +1 to the wedding. This was before. I'm pretty sure this theory was shortly after the nights were introduced. It didn't really know what they were going to be like on the show. But yeah, it's a simple thing of some people have suggested the idea of perhaps Gina proceeds to try trick Dean into confessing. I think people are just being a bit ambitious with that one, I'll be honest. Don't really see it. Like, Gina knows what he is, and she was the one who, like, wrote rapist on the wall. But I wouldn't put it past Gina to, now that he's seeing him as a dad with a kid who's, like, suffering, is probably gonna humanize him in her mind. And yeah, so let's go through some of the Reddit comments to see what people are talking about, because as it is a contentious, as any topic with Dean is currently, is very contentious, but ultimately, So the first one, original poster says, "Oh, Gina's really pissing me off. How she fallen for any of Dean's lies is beyond me." It's not unreasonable to not fall for Dean's lies, because Dean's been professing his innocence the entire time, and has never suggested anything malicious about him. He's acted in malicious ways, but if you are someone who's gonna try, I say he definitely has been. He has, but from like Gina's perspective, she's not seen him be unsavory. She's seen him yell at people, seen him yell at Linda, try and hold stuff over Linda's head, but also, I wouldn't argue that, like, from the outside, he's done nothing wrong, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, with why Gina may start to fall for some of the lies, because, look, this is who she is. She wants to help people, right? She's been in a rough place herself. Once you're out of that place, you kind of want to help people along and try get them to piece their shit back together. That's how I imagine it's going to go. Someone just says at the same time, in real life, there'll always be some people who get misled and believe a rapist. Very true. It's all, I mean, especially considering now Linda's fallen back into alcohol. I'm sure some people might not see it as clear cut as, you know, maybe like Dean's not hiding, Dean's not struggling. You know, maybe it's all gotten too much because she did lie. Obviously not with our knowing that she obviously fucking didn't, but like, yeah, this is, I'm trying to zap into all the brains of all the people on the square. Obviously we know everything that's happened. These are not my words, these are the words of the probably some people who may or may not believe on the square. Someone says, I was going to say this, I had to comment on an older EastEnders post about the same story. While yes, it's unfair what's happening with Dean, it's also realistic, like this happens in the real world, like it or not. Very true. I mean, it's why a lot of people have had to prepare themselves for this storyline, because, you know, people are pretty fucking unsavory. People will do this stuff. People just get away with doing horrific things if they can fucking manage it. Someone says, yes, it's frustrating to watch. Exactly, that's the point. That's the whole fucking thing. Because it's supposed to be we like Gina. Not many people do. We like Gina, but she's gonna fucking trap herself into some danger if she does go down this route, which is not so good. Someone says, exactly. If it wasn't for her doing that graffiti, Dean wouldn't have got Linda to confess. True. I thought it was going to be... I didn't realise it was just going to be Gina immediately. I thought they were going to hold it out a little bit. But I guess they don't really want any more whodunits just before the actual main one. Someone starts the genuine conversation saying, do we think Dean is going to attempt to rape Gina? I mean, regarding Dean's behaviour and his attitude towards women from what we've seen regarding the build up to Linda's unfortunate rape and even Roxy's attempted rape, it was a very, he was believing things that there wasn't there. He was believing that there was some like deep love and affection, and it's hard to not believe that he'll do it again, considering so far he has not been affected by it. Like, so far he's gotten away with it. So, I gotta imagine he probably thinks he's honest. He's still got 9 lives, despite doing a lot of fucking awful shit that he should have paid for. So, it's not out of question. It's perhaps something to suggest why, like, what Dean will do on Christmas. Perhaps they'll mirror it in the way... Perhaps they'll mirror it to when Linda was raped by Dean. But, you know, it's danger. It is danger for the character, simply. Someone says, ruin the character for me. Hopefully she leaves early 2024. Horrible scab. That's just unreasonable, that's just... She's not done anything bad. She's been humanized for the last several months. Like, characters are idiots, right? Characters act on impulse. And all Gina's seen is that, he's just his dad trying to make up for all his, you know, maybe it wasn't his fault, you know. Definitely is. But yeah, that's just unreasonable. This character's the worst character that's in the show. It's like, for fuck's sake. You've only done one thing you dislike, you mad bastard. Someone says what I've been trying to peddle. She's got a soft spot for perceived underdogs when it comes to men. That's obvious with Jay and her ex from Spain. She wants to save them. She's honestly a really fickle character, and emotions get the better of her. Very true. Very true. Look, people are understanding what's going on. It's great. Great. Look at it. It only happens at Christmas time. Never else in the rest of the year. Someone says, I think the Gina thing pisses me off more because it makes no sense. Gina didn't know Dean before. She knows Linda, though, considering the fact that Linda is family and Dean just some guy who, without the rape allegations, is still an asshole. She should be taking Linda's side. She has no reason to feel sorry for Dean, considering the fact he abandoned Jade. Doesn't she despise her own mother for doing the exact same thing to her? And her dad literally told everyone that Linda only said he didn't get sent to jail. Why on earth would her dad lie? Was she there in that scene? Yeah, she was. Honestly, it's like, let's not believe that. Yeah, like Linda and Gina aren't fucking tight, you know? They just live in the same fucking house. Not like they're having conversations every week. Just like, don't hate Elaine. She's trying. That's all they fucking had. They're not fucking bezzy mates or anything. And look, I don't need to go through it again, but fucking, she, like I said, she wants to try fix men. She wants to try fix the people she sees. All she's seen how Jade and Dean are interacting. Oh, that's wholesome. He's not all bad. And, you know, when you get that idea in your head, maybe you start to look past some of the dodgy shit because you want to believe the good. You want to be optimistic. You want to hope that it's not the case. Like, and someone agrees on this one. In fairness, Gina has known Linda a few months. Family, technically, yes, but that's still not much time. And there's a lot of other things surrounding Linda that could plant the seeds of doubt, primarily the affair with Max. We know Dean raped Linda because we witnessed it and we've seen him confess too. The characters didn't. Very true. And also, look, as damning as it may be, if Dean's been pleading his innocence for years, and he now suddenly has a recording which goes through every strenuous detail of the act and all of the build-up to it, maybe you go, holy fuck. And adding this on towards her relapse, alcoholics aren't the most trustworthy. You know? Like, there's very little reason. Like, at this point, you're being given evidence to suggest the contrary. So, you know. Also, just someone says Dean didn't technically abandon Jade. Shabnam just went, you're not fucking seeing her. Till now, which, you know, still is another sympathetic angle for Dean, because, oh, she didn't let me see my daughter. I'm just trying to make up for lost time, you know. Been marred by all this awful shit that's been happening around me, but it's not my fault. Yeah. Jesus Christ, that's not. Someone just says, feels like they've run out of age characters to fall for Dean and forcing her into it. No. No, you fucking idiot. What's wrong with you? Someone says, I think she's smarter than we're giving her credit for and is trying to pull a faster on Dean in some way. Maybe I'm giving her too much credit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is what it seems. I don't know about that chick. Look, I love Gina. She's great, but you're giving her a bit too much credit. Maybe we'll be wrong. Maybe this will be completely proven wrong and she's actually smart. But I think she's just got a blind spot when it comes to bad men. Yeah. Like, it could be a good storyline, but I can't imagine that. Yeah, she's not doing that. Someone says, I feel like he's probably going to try something on her, and then she'll find out for herself that Linda wasn't lying. Do. Fuck it now. Someone's being a prick. And the final comment to this thread's a bit of an argument. Someone says, these complaints about people not liking things really miss the point of soaps, don't they? Someone says, oh, be quiet. No one's complaining. Just saying how the actions of the characters made us feel Has made us feel. Nothing wrong with that. Plus, the whole point of soaps is to invoke emotion out of the viewers. Otherwise, what's the point in watching? ? Someone just responds, evoke. It's just being a dick.
Eve.
Just being a dick. Just like, I wholly agree with this. I do agree that the let's be real, the Reddit complains about fucking everything all the fucking time. Let's not. Reddit is the fucking app you go to when you want to feel superior than fucking Twitter. We're not like them Twitter people. Them Twitter people are fucking weird. We're Redditors. We're smarter than them. Then you're not. You're never smarter than them.
Oh, Ash, come on, say the real reason why you use Reddit.
Reddit's always support, isn't it?
Exactly. You get anything you want. Dwarf, disabled, trans disabled, dwarf. Like, you get it all.
Yeah, I'm not adding anything to that. You can sit on that one. Reddit believes it's smart, but it's really the fucking little brother. Just like, guys, can we talk about this? And it's like a fucking witch hunt because they dislike Keanu for the 17th time this week. And it's just like, you are complaining. Oh, so many of these people, they're the worst character I've ever seen. Get rid of her in 2024. It's like, yeah, but they're not gonna do that though, are they? That's not. It's not. It's like the guy. It's like the person saying, "Bring back Fat Boy." It's like, not everybody liked him, but a lot of people did love him. It's like, who's your metric for this? What world is this actually a thing that's happening now? You hate the things that are happening now, and the things that you love are fucking on this pedestal about 10 times higher than what's actually good. Like, people are shitting on this year of EastEnders. How? It's objectively the best the show's been in fucking years. Fucking Reddit, man. I love it because it's funny and it's great for content, but also, fucking hell. But yes, you are allowed to complain about the things you dislike. You're allowed to get upset at Gina for falling for Dean's charms because ultimately, she's been taken in. She's not the first. She's not the last. There's reasonable, we've seen Gina progress. She's opened up. She's fucking going back again, and she's being naive. It's okay to have that opinion, but it's also not okay to be like, I fucking hate this character. They're shit. Great. Oh, fuck, man. It's funny, but it's also absolutely mind-boggling. But there we are. That's been us talking about the suspected Gina and Dean story. What do you think about it? Have we been reasonable here? Tell us in the comment section down below. I've been Ash from Watching, but I've been joined by Piggy.
Yeah, I don't know whether to plug the short or not, because although it has been an alright topic, I just don't know the right time to plug it. Fuck it, I might as well. You can follow our best friend Slater on Twitch, Slater Mine, with 2 E's in the Slater. Slater Mine 2049 on Twitch. You can follow One More Match on YouTube, where we post wrestling content. That will be resuming in the new year, and if it's starting the new year, it'll be 2 weeks, in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, and if you want more Actors content, you can follow AquaDreams on Twitch and YouTube, AquaDreams on Twitter/X, or Real AquaDreams on Twitter/X. Sorry there, pal. And if you want more of our content on other platforms, follow us on Twitter/X, Instagram and Twitch at Watching Walford.
Exactly. Thank you for watching. Keep up with all this stuff. But isn't it? It's bloody difficult having to make up our own content ideas and not just steal everything from Reddit. Because everybody's just talking about the dead body on Christmas. We've done that about 17 times this year. So hopefully we'll provide a bit of a change of pace, some other angles into the show. But as always, thank you for watching all the content coming out. We are reaching new highs as a channel. We are peaking. We are just fucking wee. That's how the channel's going. It's been grand. Welcome to all the new people. Welcome back to all the old people. We appreciate you for being here as we rapidly head towards our goals, our like long-term goals. So thank you all for joining us, and thank you for being here. Notice that Piggy's drinking some whiskey at 1:30 in midday. But just remember that it's non-alcoholic whiskey. So that's all.
I'm fucking halfway through it, anyways.
Yeah.
In one ear, I'm like listening. Oh yeah, Dean's a rapist. In the other ear, I'm hearing.
Yeah, fucking Piggy's. Yeah, if Piggy sounds like he's drunk, he's just tired. It's not the booze talking. It's just the sleep deprivation. Oh, classic. Thanks for watching. Join us in the next one. Bye-bye.